they got a box, some type of prototype Jeff did at Session Works, and it was a prototype, like the only one type. And I had 4 or 5 pack numbers, meaning 4 or 5 people's phone accounts or whatever. And I would get on, he would play the beat, right? And then I lock the timing in my head, and then the beat would disappear and I would rap it, still on time. Then when that 15 minutes was up, I hang it up and I call back, nah, I'ma double that verse.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
That was my next question. Like, did your persona change? Like, cause you have a certain reputation that follows you, and you've been out the game. Like, everybody might think you're this now. How much of it was it to transition to, or was there a transition at all? Was it just all love?
And again, I didn't quite understand.
Like, so, like the rapper jacket that most artists have to wear when they have to go sit down.
Right.
And you said you had been out the game. Was that something that you were still wearing when you went in? Was that something that people was trying to put on you, like, oh, he's just a rapper?
Well, it was all in my head because, to be honest, I never had the rapper jacket because I was so active. I was really in the street still. And that's why my stupid ass went to jail. I should have put on the rapper jacket, you see. Then I'm gonna put one of these niggas on flat off the muscle and let them know, let me do this time and bag up and don't be asked. So guys would pull up, hey man, hey, they gonna do a show. Hey, you a rap? Hey man, stop asking me to rap. Nigga, I'm in here doing a 30. I'm not in here to entertain you niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for real.
Nah, for real. And my first song was called Zombie. And the reason I even did it is because Beaumont had pretty much lifers or niggas with 40, 50, a lot. And after I had been there a while, I'm like, you know what? Y'all need some entertainment, because, this was tough. So I went and I performed at one of the shows, man, and dudes would put on their starch clothes. They'd take their liquor out with their weed and their shades and their pieces of change, and they all out there. When they knew I was coming to do a show, they all come out. True story. All the tangos, shout out to the tango. Every gang is around when they know I'm finna rap. And they come in to see a show and I give them one. The first song was called Zombie. And I was like, I'm a zombie, walking around you niggas daily. Just basically letting them know I'm right here with you, but I'm fucked up, and so I just gave it to them. And at the end, when you wait for the clapping, they was just like stuck. And then after a minute, it all came in, they was like, damn, so, it's tough in there. A lot of them guys' situation was worse than mine.
How often do dudes try to come and rap to you?
Man, stop. See, but I ain't trying to be funny, I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm an asshole, but I'm just candid, I'm up front. And I would tell them, hey, kinfolk, you probably are good, but I don't want to hear it. Like, for real. Like, but I did run into some of the toughest rappers I ever seen down there, champ. Because we had music rooms, and man, some of them guys was awesome. They was ever out here now, it would never be some of these rappers right now because they would hog the lane. But I don't allow a nigga to just keep auditioning to me. I ain't with that.
How is it to watch people snitch and just get out?
That hurts. Let me just give it to you like this. When I first got there, because I was so bitter, I guess I pushed the lines a lot harder because I'm one of the ones that did it. So I used to push the line on that, and as you start doing your time, you realize that, you know what? Most of you niggas snitching. You know, then you start finding out some of the niggas that's pushing the line on the snitching is involved. You know what I mean? But you have to be there in order to see it, you know. So yeah, you feel like they cheated, but you don't know their situation, you know, so.
What was the thing that kept you together, like mentally? Because you know, we hear a lot of stories about dudes who go in there and this thing, it breaks them. Well, how'd you hold it together mentally?
Jesus. You know, my mother, man, was a praying mother, and she was an evangelist. So, yeah, real talk. You know, and then I could say gangster, and then I could say cool, or you know, to make it sound cool. I had to give all glory to God, you know, to get me through that. And my support system, my family, and my close friends, it got me through.
Did everybody hold it down like they were supposed to?
100%.
You never hear that one.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't have that story.
Oh, that's
you
awesome.
know. Hey, sometimes you drop baby weight. You know what we call it, baby fat as you get older. So the ones that fell off, you know, that was just baby weight. You know what I'm saying? But no, nah, my niggas did what they were supposed to do. My city did what Dallas did what they were supposed. I've been on 9 compounds, brother, 9. So everywhere I went, man, they insulated me properly. So a lot of shit didn't even make it to me, you know. Yeah.
Did you have to do any solitary confinement or anything?
Did I? Boy, please. Yeah, because I was really down there doing what, you know, I wasn't down there in PC being no rapper. I was down there bidding. Yeah, I stayed in the shoe. Anybody that been anywhere with me, I ain't never been on a compound where I didn't. Nah, that might be a little bit much, but yeah, I did a lot of solitary confinement.
Now, we're going to touch on this later, but on your first day out, you said something about you had to get on a nigga ass in there.
Oh, yeah, I got my ass got on too. Ain't no need me fly. You know they go come and the internet shit real. They be like, oh, that nigga whoop black. Yeah, but I ain't never had no situation where I didn't get out there. I'm going. Right. You know, I'm older now, so, you know, I hope I never have no more violence in my life, but I ain't never, ever in my life had a situation where a nigga brought me a move and I wasn't going. So anybody saying that is making it up, 100%.
Now, I got to touch on this, man, because we just pulled up a song that you did from prison with a Sean on the beat. Shout out Sean on the beat, because his wave was crazy.
Shout out to Shine, man.
How was the audio so good, man? It just sounded like you was at the studio.
Right? Yeah, that's Jeff at Session Works. Man, we started, I don't know if I can give y'all all this now. This is a whole bunch of games. Just for the wrap you up in game right here. Hey, in the beginning, man, listen, I didn't want to do music. I was done. Wild Hair kept on egging me. Man, rap from prison. I'm like, nigga, I ain't finna rap from prison. It's only gonna be a shell of me. Rap from prison. We gonna get this thing, you know. I'm like, man, I'm not doing it. But anyway, so the bankroll got low, needless to say. So I'm like, what they talking about for, you know, how much they gonna pay me to rap from prison? So they got a box, some type of prototype Jeff did at Session Works. And it was a prototype, like the only one type shit. And I had 4 or 5 pack numbers, meaning 4 or 5 people's phone accounts or whatever. And I would get on, he would play the beat, right? And then I lock the timing in my head, and then the beat would disappear and I would rap it, still on time. Then when that 15 minutes was up, I hang it up and I call back, now I'ma double that verse. And then when that was over, now I'ma do ad-libs on that verse. Then I'ma do the hook. And guess what? My partner and them, you know, they all standing around. They didn't lock the whole phone bank down like Black in the Studio. Ain't nobody using these 4 phones, right? True story, I ain't lying. True story. Shout out to Big T, man. Shout out to Pretty, man. Yeah, Squat, what's up, baby? Yeah, they would lock the phone down, man, for me to do my thing. And so I'm gonna shout out to Jeff on the quality of that. But as things changed, as like my last my last 3 albums from prison, you know, cell phones was in there. They was cracking. So now you're able to get a better quality. You don't have to do it without the beat. They have program on a $40 Android, $80 Android you buy on the street, it costs $2,500, $3,500 in prison.
Damn.
And so while these niggas was trying to keep a bitch on their phone, I was trying to do an album. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, listen, where's the app? You know? Shit, I get the app. I learn how to record myself, put it on the bottom bunk, and sit there and put a towel right here to have somebody in front watching for the police, and I'm gigging, but acting like, hey, the whole time it's open dorm, but you know, I could go to jail. You know, jail is shoot. You know, but I pushed.
What was your favorite song you did from prison?
Man, that's a good question. The favorite one from prison would probably be, what's that called? What's that one on Dark Places? It's got my daughter Chelsea on the front of it. She don't know I'm recording, and she asks, and I'm like, "Hey, what they want to hear out here?" You know, she say her little shit, and I come in because I kind of vented on that song, you know. So I just say "Dark Places" off the Black Lives Matters album.
Did you ever have any sessions with boys like, let me jump on that with you, Black?
Oh yeah, guys in prison.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got features.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
that's wrong.
Yeah, man, from the beginning, I've always been into that. If you got it, if you got something, if you can stand on the track with me, then cool, you know, to where the song don't dip so far, you feel me? Because I'm a snap. Yeah. If you can stand on the track with me and you that hard, then I want you to be heard. I want to hear you. I just love music.
Was you selling studio time in prison? Like, hey man, I get you, hey.
Nah,
engineer get you right.
Nah, no. But I would tell them, you know, I'd be like, hey man, you know, I'm serious about this. This is actually gonna be an album. This, you know, so. But nah, that would have been some hoe ass shit.